And okay, we are going to go over to the next match. 17 UTC block here. Kolle der Boss versus Draft Dodgers. This is going to be in Group D. The D4 match here. This is going to be bit of an interesting spot in this group here in Group D. So you've got several matches already played last week. Team Greg is 2-0, already pretty much guaranteed to go through the group, but there's still enough matches left that it's not assured. Draft Dodgers 1-1 via wins over Team Washington and a loss to Greg. Washington 0-1, Kolle der Boss 0-1. All these reschedules to this week from last week matches make it a little more difficult to tell what's going to happen in this group. But if Draft Dodgers win this, they go to 2-1. Kolle der Boss goes to 0-2. More or less would assure the group, unless Washington can somehow win both of their matches today. If Kolle der Boss wins this, then they're at 1-1. Draft Dodgers are at 1-2. So it's, you know, there's enough matches left in this group with 3 matches still to play that it's very tricky to know who is likely to get out of this group and who is not. Get on through our ban phase and get into this match shortly here. See what ends up going down. So, taking our time, I guess, here in the ban phase. Sorry, trying to get going into this one. What we got? DT3 ban, DT1 ban, no mod 1 ban, and wait for the last one. Maybe it'll be DT2 and let's ban all the DTs. Nope, it's gonna be 3 mod 3. Alright. No Ed, and Eddie will be played here in this match. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. Best map in the pool, guys. Come on. Don't do me like that. It's going to be Hard Rock 2 as the first pick. I just realized I didn't intro these teams at all. Whoops. So, Kolle der Boss, German team in the mid-seed, seed 24. Jason Anroy's I Fake RZ. I'm bad at Osu, or I'm Badu at Osu. I'm not sure which he is anymore. He's on Badu at Osu now, I guess. Shark, I'm guessing. Habdich Lieb, Suome, and MRK. You know, Draft Dodgers, the number 47 seed, the low seed in the group. Timberwolf, Tuan, Junjo, Pundais, Yasui, Uichan, Unreally, and Wosia. We're going to be starting things off in the Hard Rock pool here today. Funky Life by Sound Solar. Relatively short map. Hard Rock alt. Pretty difficult. So looks like we're going to see Jason, I Fake RZ, MRK, Shark against Yasui, Pundais, Junjo, and Tuan on this one. As we look to be ready to go, the GLHFs come out. And we will get started with the fourth match in this group. Fourth match in Group D. The other two to come a little bit later on today. That will determine the outcome. Really every, as I said, with only 3 matches being played, it's hard to determine exactly how important this one is going to be to the outcome. Just not enough results to go on as of yet. So it's going to be considered on its own merits, and it's going to start off with a break from MRK at the very beginning of the map. Going to give the early lead over to Draft Dodgers. Some difficulty with the accuracy there for Pundais, though, down to 90%. Struggling a little bit, but a lot of people struggle with hack on this one. MRK and Shark, 90 and 93% respectively. It's all going to be about that break, though. You got to full combo everything in group stages here. I think that's kind of the consensus at this point. If you do not FC a lot of things, you do not win a lot of maps. So I guess the one exception maybe like Nomad 3. That one you can escape without FCing. Still just the one break from MRK at the very beginning, and then just accuracy other than that between the teams. You can see how close this score is. Couple 100,000 points. The 93-ack Pundais, 93-ack MRK, and 50 combo behind the FC is also MRK. Jason and iFakerZ keeping up very high accuracy, which is very helpful for Kolle der Boss. There's a break for Tuan. I don't even know what he broke on. Maybe a slaughter. We get a break from Pundais immediately thereafter. Goodbye, Draft Dodgers. Assuming those were not Bancho misses, they're just gone. And those are not Bancho misses. See ya, Draft Dodgers, man. It was nice knowing you. Wow, they could not have chosen a worse time to miss, unfortunately. With the combo as big as it is at the end of this map here, you just lose. And that's going to do it. This is what happens when you don't 3-way FC at worst. You just don't win the picks. 99 AC FC from Yasui. Very good from him. But Jason, iFakeRZ, Shark, all bringing in the FCs, and MRK only 54 combo behind. So that was a rough go of things. Pundais down to the B rank, couple misses, Tuan with the slider break just beforehand, and that's how you lose a map, unfortunately, if you are Draft Dodgers, and that is Kolle der Boss taking the 1-0 break point advantage to start this match off. A true tragedy. All right. Had to sort out a reschedule thing. Actually, still sorting out a reschedule thing, technically. The Rugia versus 8 Angry Men match is going to end up being tomorrow at 1 UTC now. All right, so now we don't get to find out what happens in Group L until 1 UTC. It's like 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. And no, in advance, that will not be on stream. That is the same time as Nick's grand final and just other things too, so. Into Hidden 2 we go. I'm Badu Adosu, Suome, MRK, and Anroys against Timberwolf, Uichan, Junjo, and Wozia. This is the first pick from Kolle der Boss. I didn't know they were a low AR hidden team, but we'll see how it goes for them. We get the early break from Suome already. No breaks as of yet for draft Dodgers. Oh, just kidding. Double break immediately after I say that. Timberwolf and Wozia both missing, so lead goes over to Kolle der Boss. I'm Badudosu, MRK, and Anroys all holding the FCs, as well as Junjo and Uichan. See how far they can get with this continued combo for Kolle der Boss, because, well, Draft Dodgers has a couple of very unfortunate misses. Their accuracy looking pretty good, 99 on 3 of the 4 members, but that combo, that's what's going to make the difference. And right now, it is in favor of the Germans. You know, it's always interesting. Assuming Kolle der Boss holds on and wins this pick, their accuracy is like 2 to 3% lower on pretty much everyone. And they win it anyway. So, like, are they actually better at the map? Or was it just the unlucky times breaks from Timberwolf and Wozia? I mean, 99% accuracy, 1 miss. 99.15% accuracy, 1 miss. 98% accuracy, 1 miss. Against 94, 97, 96. Like, strictly speaking, who's better at the map? I mean, I guess you can't argue with FCs. But, you know, like, it's kind of interesting to think about. I mean, Kolle der Boss wins that in Score V1 or Score V2, because those misses were right in the middle, pretty much, from Wozia and Timberwolf, and so they would have maxed out at like 600k. And those FCs, even at 97, 96, 97% for Kolle der Boss would still be 900k or more. So like they would win that on Score V2 or Score V1. It really doesn't matter. But in terms of like who's actually better at the map, is somebody that gets like a 0x100 1x miss halfway through and just gets their score destroyed versus somebody who gets a 96% AC FC. Like, which one is actually better? Combo game versus accuracy game. Anyway, the 2-0 lead for Kolle der Boss. The Germans getting off to a good start here. Group D might this might be the most interesting group left, but I'm not really sure. There's a couple. Group L Also fascinating sort of situation going on there. What 5-time I Fake RZ Shark, Habdichlib, and Anroys versus Timberwolf, Pundice, Junjo, and Yasui. I don't know what's left to say about this map. I've talked about every single map in this pool like 30 times each. I'm pretty over trying to describe the maps in different ways. Just FC and you will be fine. Forehead, I guess, is the easiest kind of thing to say because this pool is easy. This map is easy. Just don't miss and you'll be all right. And Timberwolf does not take my advice, I guess, and breaks in the first like 50 combo. Okay. Early lead will be on the side of Kolle der Boss. The Germans looking for another break point for a big early lead. However, Habdichlib and I Fake RZ both finding breaks, so so much for that lead. Triple FC for Draft Dodgers still intact. Habdichlib finding another break on I'm not really sure what, but I think Draft Dodgers just kind of win the map now unless they really completely die because Anroy's broke as well. Yasui seems to have broken too, which is strange. I guess he broke on the Buzz Slider. So it's Pundice and Junjo with the FCs against Shark. Timberwolf breaking again. What is happening? This map is not this hard, you guys. This map is really just not this difficult. I swear on my life, it's not. At least it's going to be a double FC for Draft Dodgers so far. If they can keep that up, they'll be fine. But it's going to be kind of close, actually, because of those breaks from Yasui and Timberwolf. But the double FC, you know, hard to compete against unless they find several breaks. It's going to not really separate the teams out all that much, though. Fake RZ and Habdichlib as well as Anroys both all putting some combo together. It's only 1.5 million points. If Pundice or or Junjo breaks, then this could get really interesting. But instead, it's gonna be Habdichlib finding yet another miss, and I Fake RZ as well. So that's gonna be point Draft Dodgers as they all make it through that section of the map, and they will get on the board. It's gonna be 2-1 the score. Kolle der Boss will have, of course, the next pick. Pundice breaking near the end here. Kolle der Boss will have the next pick, still have the 2-1 break point advantage, but it's going to feel a little less secure than a 3-1. However, yeah, you can't expect to win all your opponent's picks, so fine for them. Draft Dodgers going to feel pretty all right about that one. FC on Junjo, unless he slider broke like the last note there, and a 1 miss 1/100 on Pundice, as well as a 1 miss 1/100 on Yasui, so pretty solid stuff from them. Shark with the FC. Lower accuracy from him. Anroys with the slider break. Slider breaks, plural, for Habdichlib, and a couple misses for I Fake RZ. Not the greatest of times for the German roster. And we already have a 5-0 done. 20-minute speed run for Doomley Club 5-0 over Pizza Uni in Group H. What I believe was an irrelevant match anyway. But wowie, that's a quick one. That's going to close out Group H, which was already decided. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I apologize. Ugh. What is the pick here? FM1, Fremod 1, Ikanaide from Kolle der Boss. All right. I am out here actually just dying. I apologize to everyone. But at long frickin' last, my god, we are finally getting into Fremod 1 here. It's nuts to me that like the other match has already been over for 5 minutes and this one has played 3 total maps. But I guess that's just how it goes. So I'm Baduadosu, Shark, Habdiklib, and Jason take on Timberwolf, Tuon, Junjo, and Yasui on Fremod number 1. We've got a couple hard rocks, a hidden hard rock on Kolle der Boss. We've got two hidden hard rocks and a solo hard rock on the side of Draft Dodger. So lots of mods as to be expected from this one. Probably going to see a lot of FCs. Last time, you know, the team that undermodded actually, well, undermodded in air quotes, they took the required mods, actually ended up winning. They had a double SS from the no-mod players. And that was enough with a couple of breaks from their opposition for 8 cute boys to take the victory over Buikvet. So we will end up seeing what happens here as Ambaduadosu finds an early miss. And that's like, honestly, just how you lose this map is just by missing one place because most people are just going to FC it without any trouble at all. And Ambaduadosu, in fact, missing again. How do you... with all due respect to the man, how do you miss twice on this map? Make that thrice. What is he doing? Actually, what is he doing? I'm really not sure. Like, what's happening over there? I don't know, like I'm honestly like I'm just dumbfounded because I don't think I've ever seen anybody miss more than once on this map. Every time I've seen it played, there's been like 2 players who 1 miss and everybody else FCs. So it's just weird to me to see somebody breaking multiple times is all. And it's going to give the lead over to Draft Dodgers, and they're not really going to look to relinquish that anytime soon, I don't think. And I am fairly sure that Draft Dodgers are just going to take this. They've got an SS still on Timberwolf, high accuracy FCs on all 3 other players. And, I mean, Kolle der Boss has good accuracy FCs on 3 of their 4, but unfortunately, unless you 4-way this, I guess you just lose it. That appears to be just how this map goes. I don't know. Group stage, be like, hey guys, 4-way FC or you lose the map by 10 million points. All right, well, that's a break point back for Draft Dodgers. They're going to tie it up at 2 points apiece. See if anybody ruins the FC. Come on. 4-way, 4-way, 4-way. 4-way comes in for Draft Dodgers. SS on Timberwolf with hidden. 1x100 it looked like from 2 on. With hidden hard rock. That's pretty good. And 3 and 400s respectively from Yasui and Junjo. Yeah, you can't miss on this map or you just lose it, I guess. Because that's a 3-way FC from Shark Jason and Habdechlib, but Ambadu at Osu just... those were all slider breaks. None of those were actual misses. Wow. Okay. You hate to see it. It was like 4 slider breaks and nothing else. Yeah, a grand total of 8 100s from Draft Dodgers. Versus the total of, what is that, 17 from, excuse me, 17 from Kolle der Boss. Yeah, I don't know, I guess you just have to 4-way this map or you don't win it. And it's going to tie it up, 2-piece. Enjoy some Sharex, everyone. All right, overtime. Oh my God, all right. Okay, all right. Tell me if my mic sounds super jank now, because apparently the angle that I speak into it affects how good it sounds, and I don't know why it matters, but apparently that matters. We're ready to have a small amount of standing up commentary here because my back is sore. Adjust my desk here. All right. All right, it's time. Overtime. Anybody else just vibe out to this song, dude? This song vibes so hard. It's insane. Like, this might low-key have become my favorite song in this pool. I don't know. You all know how I feel about Otoshimae, but this one's a bop too, dude. It's really nice, so we'll see. 2-2. So we've got basically a best of 5 on our hands. First team to win 3, count them, 3 maps. That team will emerge victorious from this match. And only time will tell, of course, who it's going to be. Each team has 2 picks remaining, so I'm going to try to make the most of them. We'll see if we end up getting maybe a tiebreaker or something. Once again, still shocking to me that there's a match that's actually already finished. It was a 5-0. It's been finished for 10 minutes. Yeah, I can't actually decide which I like more between this and like the live recording. The live recording's so cool, like it's just really unique. But this one, you know, is obviously the production is a little bit better. But that one, dude, they do such cool stuff. And then Backstate does cool stuff on the map of the thing. So hard to say. It's a good one either way. In we go. Habdekleeb, Shark, MRK, and Anroy taking on Unreally, Pundice, Junjo, and Yasui. See what kind of FCs we can get out of the players. No Skip Sunday in effect. Just kidding. Skip Sunday is in effect. I lied. And in we go. Likely not to see very many breaks in this one. Players pretty comfortable with this pick, but there's a couple little mini aim sections like that one you just saw. Sometimes you'll see a break here and there on one of those, or you can just see a double break on nothing. Junjo and Yasui both missing on the same pattern, and that's going to be a pretty rough one to come back from for Draft Dodgers. The 4FC is still intact for Kolle der Boss. It's going to be a little bit of a lead here. 100 combo for both of those players behind. So we're going to see if they can recover from it. Kolle der Boss is going to have to find a couple of breaks for Draft Dodgers to have a chance. But still early in this one, of course, 3.5+ minutes long. So there is adequate time for all sorts of things to happen on this pick. Oh, and they double break again. Yasui and Junjo, just the partners in breaks. 2 double breaks for Draft Dodgers, and now they're behind even more. Oh my god, Anroy's just like didn't have his cursor in the right place when they came back from that little break, and he finds a combo reset of his own. Habdekleeb, Shark, and MRK going to try to carry this one onward as Unreally finds a break. Only the 1 FC left now from Draft Dodgers on Pundice. Double FC, triple FC, excuse me, versus a single FC, and a lot of combo advantage too. And this one's just going to explode here. This lead is going to grow really, really fast for Kolle der Boss as Unreally finds another break as well. Pundice has got to try to do everything he can, but I just don't know that it's going to make much difference. We're only halfway through, but it's already an 8 million point lead. Shark does find a break, so 2 FCs now. Habdekleeb, just kidding, there's now only 1 FC left as MRK misses as well. It is Habdekleeb as the only FC left for Kolle der Boss. Anroy's with a 300 combo. Pundice, though, matching the FC, and Yasui matching the combo with Junjo and Unreally now out-comboing Shark and MRK. So Draft Dodgers now just open this one back up to a comeback for themselves as they are only 5 million points behind and there's a lot of time left. So this is going to get very interesting here in the last third of the map. I see it. When you see it, right there, when you see it. Habdekleeb finds a break. There is now no FC left on Kolle der Boss. The score is going to go over to Draft Dodgers here in just a matter of time. It's only a couple million points, so that's going to come back pretty fast. Anroy's with a decent combo to match Yasui. But, okay, Unreally and Pundice both finding a couple of breaks. That's going to delay things here. But I believe combo still strictly in favor of Draft Dodgers. The score is going to slowly creep over their direction. MRK, Habdekleeb, Unreally, Shark all breaking. The 720 combos on Yasui and Junjo are going to do enough here for Draft Dodgers. Kolle der Boss only has Anroy's. Everyone is falling apart in the last section. Anroy's breaks as well. Just to add insult to injury, Draft Dodgers are going to take this point now with... wow, a very interesting with the capital int ending to this pick. I don't know what happened in the last third of the map, but I guess everybody just kind of collectively forgot how to combo it. And that is going to be Draft Dodgers taking their first lead of the match by the score of 3-2 on the back of Yasui and Junjo, carrying some big combos in the latter half of that map while players all around struggled. That got weird. That kind of just got weird. I don't know. Pundice 96 ek. But did have the 874 combo, yeah, but the 930, 925 combos from Junjo and Yasui. It's really unfortunate what happened to Kolle der Boss there, man. Anroy's with the 1 miss. MRK with the slider break. Shark 3 misses. Habdekleeb 96% 4 miss. I mean, people had more trouble on that map than I'm used to seeing them have, I guess, is kind of the takeaway there, but Draft Dodgers able to take the point, and now the pick comes over to Kolle der Boss at 3-2 down. We'll see. They can't stop this slide because that is 3 points in a row in favor of, no, excuse me, 2 out of 3 points, I believe. Yeah, it's 3 points in a row, excuse me. Yeah, 3 points in a row in favor of Draft Dodgers. So from 2-0 down to 3-2 up. What's the pick gonna be here? What do you pick in this situation if you're the Germans? I mean, I guess you go back to Hidden Pool. Hidden 3 are lengthy, low-ish BPM alt hidden pick. This is another one of those picks that's relatively unpopular from this pool. We really haven't seen this one a whole lot. Somewhat awkward, somewhat tricky. Pretty tough to get a good ack on as well. I've noticed a lot of players struggling with accuracy on this one. That low BPM alt kind of just takes its toll on your accuracy, it feels like a lot of the time. But it's something that's definitely playable. I mean, it's a group stage pool, but I would argue that this is one of the harder maps in the pool, you know. Maybe it's just alt in general seems harder because it's easy to break because there's so many notes in general, so the combos end up, you know, sometimes just being reset in random kind of places. But regardless, Kolle der Boss need this one. And they don't want to go down the 4-2 score, especially when you consider that they already did lose their first match. So you go down 4-2, you worry about, you know, that's the match point to potentially go 0-2 in the group, and then you kind of don't have much of a shot. Draft Dodgers, of course, 1-1. This is their last match of the group stage. If they win this, they'll be at 2-1. It's a pretty good spot. With Greg being 2-0, Washington being 0-1, you know, 2-1 looks like a pretty decent place to be, especially when you consider that the odds of Washington beating Team Greg seem relatively low. But first, of course, gotta finish this one out. 3-2. No real time to be speculating on the future as of yet. There's still 2 more points required of Draft Dodgers, and this is not their pick either. No. Habdichlib, Shark, MRK, and Suome looking to tie it up against the roster of Timberwolf, Junjo, Uichan, and Pundice here on Hidden number 3. We will find out in a few minutes what it's going to be as we can't connect, I guess. So we go back-to-back alt. Kind of the alt slider into the more pure alt, but with hidden. Early break from Pundice. Let's see if he can maybe do the opposite of what happened last time, where he carried the combo very far in and then broke. This time he's going to break early and then carry the combo. I don't know. You already see some act drops here and there. 96% Habdichlib, 95% Uichan. But accuracy, I feel, is not the most important metric on this particular map. It's really just about your combo. And so that's what we're going to be watching out for from the players throughout it. And again, relatively long map. You know, this one, 3.5 minutes long, which on an alt map just feels interminable. So, looks like we had an early break from Junjo as well, maybe in the first about 15-20 combo. Pundice bringing up the rear, but not the absolute worst. Combo reset, Habdichlib and Uichan. Shark, MRK, and Suome still holding those FCs against Timberwolf and Junjo nearly. May as well just call Junjo an FC, it's close enough. But 1/3 of the way in, and it's maybe about a 1,000,000-point lead is all here for Kolle der Boss. With the combo doing all right there on the side of Draft Dodgers. Pundice has recovered just fine from the early miss. So we're going to watch Ui, we're going to watch Habdichlib. See how the combo recovery efforts go from those two. Very high accuracy on Suome, 99.67% FC, facing off against the 99.2% AC FC from Timberwolf. Those are the only 2 players above 99% accuracy. Some lower AC as to be expected. Uichan at 95, Pundice at 96. We'll go into some of these lengthy alt patterns here in the solo, which we've seen some act drops here. Not a lot of them breaks, it seems like, even on the awkward, like, portions there. Okay. I think Draft Dodgers just won the map. Shark and Habdichley both break in that pattern. Suomi still on the FC, MRK still on the FC, but you've got Timberwolf and Junjo both on FCs to match, and Pundice and Uichan now have huge combo advantage, and this one is just going to rocket on over to the side of Draft Dodgers. They're going to take a pretty severely large lead, and I don't really know there's any coming back from that one unless Uichan and Pundice both break immediately. It is just going to be too far gone in a quick sort of fashion. 2 million points only the lead, but watch it grow here at the ending as those combos continue to get bigger and bigger. 900 almost for Pundice, 600 for Uichan after Pundice breaks, so it's going to be a little slower than it would have been, but 4 or 5 million points. Oh, and that's a 4-way combo reset for Kolle der Boss. If it wasn't over yet, it's certainly over now. There is no combo on their team at all anymore, and still the double FC intact from Timberwolf and the near FC, well, the near FC from Junjo, so near double FC. But Draft Dodgers are going to take this. That's going to be 4 points in a row, and they're going to take a 4-2 lead. That was an unfortunate state of affairs for the German team with those multiple breaks on the long alt patterns and then the 4-way combo reset in the last chorus. That's gotta hurt. That's just pouring salt in the wound. And that means Draft Dodgers now have 2 match points before even considering a tiebreaker after winning 4 in a row. Well, it started off looking good for the Germans, but the mixed roster of Draft Dodgers has really gotten things back together. 1 miss from Pundice, 1 miss early on from Junjo, 5 misses from Uichan, but a decent combo, and then the FC, of course, from Timberwolf. Suomi and MRK bring in a slider break and a 2-miss over 1k combo each, but really not enough, unfortunately. 5 million points behind the FCs on both of them. And that's 6 million points from Habdichley, not really enough, unfortunately. So we're going to go into Nomad 3. We're going to go alt. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Nomad 4 is alt, Hidden 3 is alt, and Nomad 3 is also some more alt. God, I love alt maps. Let's go. Otoshimae, the site of what could be match point here for Draft Dodgers. Potentially them closing out the match right here if they can win this one. It is a tricky map. This is, again, as we discussed, these alt maps just kind of feel like the hardest maps in the pool. You see, it seems like relatively fewer FCs, especially on this one, with so much combo involved, with it being as relatively long as it is, so many little places you can just miss. We see maybe 1 FC, maybe 2 per match on this one at most. And we'll see, you know, Draft Dodgers thinking maybe we'll pick another alt map and just go back to back to back. You know, overtime worked out. Hidden 3 worked out. And maybe now Otoshimae will work out as well, and they'll be able to just take the match like that, just boom, boom, boom. But Kolle der Boss would like to have something to say about that. You know, they are not losing these maps by a huge margin. It's just 1 miss here and there that really ends up making the difference. So they're absolutely still alive, you know? So the score goes up that Draft Dodgers have won. It is not over yet. You know, the proverbial fat lady warming up those vocal cords off in the wings of the Opera House. She is preparing herself, but she has not been called out yet. Her cue has not been read. We've got players in, we've got GLHFs out, we have the match beginning. Again, this could be the final map of this match. This could be Draft Dodgers taking the point. Going 2-1 in the group. Abdichlib, Shark, MRK, and I'm Baduat Osu in for this one against Timberwolf, Junjo, Uichan, and Pundice. I heard you guys liked alt maps. Well, we got you 3 in a row, and this is the 3rd and final one. Let's see what Draft Dodgers can do, if they can close this out, or if the Germans can stay alive to their last pick, try to force a tiebreaker. Get an early break from Junjo on the side of Draft Dodgers is going to start things off for the Germans, but a long way to go. A lot of combos still left in this one. That's only, 100 combo in, and it's going to be traded back by MRK and then retraded back by Uichan. Down to only 2 FCs for Draft Dodgers here within the first 250 combo. Meanwhile, Habdichlib, Shark, and I'm Baduat Osu holding those FCs for Kolle der Boss. Just kidding, I'm Baduat Osu finds a break of his own as well. So Habdichlib and Shark now going to try to carry the flag here for Kolle der Boss, but Draft Dodgers going to be able to keep this one pretty close thanks to those misses from the German side. Uichan finding another break, as well as Junjo. MRK, though, is going to find one of his own. This is turning into a little bit of a fiesta here early on. Hobdichlebe and Shark with the FCs against Timberwolf and Pundice. Combo ever so slightly maybe in favor of Kolle der Boss, thanks to Amadou Odosu being at 200. But as you can see from this score, I mean, it's staying pretty close. And there's the break from Amadou Odosu, so that 1 million point margin is going to come back down just a little bit. Timberwolf and Pundice still holding those FCs. Shark and Hobdichlebe as well. Into the second verse we'll go. We will see if we get any of those little breaks in the tricky section. In that breakdown here, we've seen it happen time and time again. Maybe one or two misses can make the difference. And here we go. There's just going to be a break from MRK, a break from Shark as well. That's one of those two FCs now gone from Kolle der Boss. Will everyone from Draft Dodgers hold on through this section? No, Junjo finds a break, but crucially, Timberwolf and Pundice with the FCs maintain their combo through that section. Uichan as well at almost a 500 combo backing them up. It is just Hobdichlebe now on Kolle der Boss with Amadou Odosu behind him at about 350 combo. This is going to be very difficult now for the German side to have any shot at coming back on this map. Draft Dodgers looking like they are firmly in the driver's seat on this pick. MRK with another break. Junjo does find a break, but his combo is really the least important. You see the Pundice FC, you see the Timberwolf FC, you see the Uichan 660 combo. A couple of breaks on the Buzz Slider. It's going to be Pundice losing his FC, but MRK, Amadou Odosu, and Hobdichlebe all break for Kolle der Boss. And honestly, folks, I think that's the match. That may have just done it. Junjo finds another break, but it's Timberwolf and Uichan are going to bring this one on home for Draft Dodgers. That lead is 20 million points, and it is not going to shrink at all. Shark misses. There's no combo on Kolle der Boss. GG. Well played. Draft Dodgers from 2-0 down. They're going to win 5 points in a row. And what this is going to do for this group is very interesting because they're going to now go to a 2-1 record. Kolle der Boss is going to go to an 0-2 record, the latter of which is basically going to be eliminated from the group. Greg is at 2-0. Draft Dodgers is at 2-1. Washington will have the last two matches of the day in this group. If they can win both of those, then things get interesting because then we have a three-way 2-1 record tie. However, if Washington loses either of those matches, then that means we'll have Greg going through probably as the number 1 seed, Draft Dodgers going through as the number 2 out of Group D. So Draft Dodgers getting a very important win here. That is crucial to their attempt to make it through this group and may have just, as we say, may have just stamped that ticket and may have made their way on. Well done to them on the 5-2 victory. And unfortunately, Kolle der Boss, I believe, are more or less mathematically eliminated now. They are 0-2. And with two teams already having 2 wins in that group, 0-2 is not going to do it, unfortunately. So they are going to be going home. They can ensure that Washington ends up getting eliminated by beating them later on. But if Greg beats Washington first, then that match is actually just a dead rubber at that point anyway. So the 18 UTC match coming up between Greg and Washington is going to be quite important there. And we may be sticking with that. Hard to decide as of yet. Got a couple of matches coming up, so we'll be figuring that out. But again, well played. Congratulations to Draft Dodgers. They'll be advancing onward into the round of 32.